r/ask Reddit. What's a good example of don't knock it till you try it? Going to the movies alone. Going to a movie alone in an empty cinema is a spiritual experience. Putting chips on a sandwich for that extra delicious crunch. D&D. I had a friend at university who would constantly suggest playing, and I always brushed him off, spending my weekends pretending to be an elf or whatever the duck was not my jam. Thank you very much. Then I tried it, and it turns out it's awesome. Who would have thought that drinking beers, eating cheese and killing fake goblins with maths could be so much fun? Watching a movie only knowing the title. Dodge all previews. Dodge all mentions of who is in it. I really like this idea, but would like some kind of assurance that the movie is at least decent. I feel like this works best with a movie that is currently in theaters, or at least one you know has gotten some hype praise. I saw Get Out without seeing any trailers and I'm really happy I didn't have some of the story imagery spoiled. Walking instead of driving if it's possible on a lovely day. Live in US so everything is exceptionally car friendly and always figured a walk was a waste of time. Then moved to a new city without a car and decided to spend a few weeks walking to learn the new spots and would just cab when I had to. I learned the city more intimately, lost weight, felt better about leaving my safety net, and was happy especially with weather. Just never understood how great a walk could be and now walk as far as time allows to get places. It's a great. My workplace is a 20-minute walk away and everyone is so shocked when I tell them I walk to work. I love it though. Free exercise and you get to enjoy the nice weather. The doorbell. Seriously, what is with door-to-door salesmen who ring the doorbell then immediately start slamming on the door? Try the ducking doorbell first. Wait, then maybe knock if you don't hear it go off. Or better yet, go the duck away. This is a different answer. Letting your kids figure out problems on their own every now and then. I once saw dad who let his baby struggle to reach for a toy that was just out of her reach. She spent about 15 solid minutes wiggling her way to that toy. I almost amazed because most parents never let their children think or solve anything on their own. They just hand them what they need, or stand them up the second they fall over, or jump in the minute an argument breaks out. But the kids never learn to do anything on their own. Or if they fall the first thing they do is "Are you okay?" rather than just letting them figure it out on their own. And then there's Pavlov's cry. When they fall, wait for everyone's reaction and if anybody jumps to them they start crying. Showering in the dark. It's pretty therapeutic and safe if you're not an idiot. I shower in complete dark and yell to my favorite Men at Work songs playing from my Bluetooth speaker. I live in apartments but the walls are relatively thick and I never see the people next to me anyways so I DGAF. Brush your teeth in the shower. Don't have to be tidy. Just brush like a maniac. Then just spit wherever. Rinse with mouthwash too. It's liberating in the same way as taking your pants off your ankles when you're on the toilet. I've been brushing my teeth in the shower for years. It saves me time, and I get to spend a few more minutes in the hot shower before I have to start the day. Doing anything in public alone. I know it's been said a few times here, but seriously, it's so freeing to think, man, I want to go see this movie, eat at this place, travel here, and then realize you just can. You don't need to bend to everyone's schedule, just yours. The only preference influencing your choices is yours. I have pretty big anxiety, and going places alone, after the brief moment of feeling judged, is actually better for my mental state. I can enjoy life without making sure everyone else does. 2. I concur. I used to buy 2 tickets to concerts hoping I could get someone else to go. Now I just buy one and go. Or, a couple times, I just wasn't in the mood and didn't go. And I felt zero remorse because I wasn't letting anyone down. Cinnamon applesauce on pancakes or waffles instead of syrup. It's amazing. Kinda like an apple pie. Shower beer. Wash a little. Drink a little. Rinse and repeat. Improved my quality of life. The contrast of the cold beer in the warm water running over you is amazing. Lifting weights. I would also like to especially plug to my ladies out there. Women should lift weights. My body was transformed from weightlifting and I feel so much stronger now. I think a lot of women worry about bulking up, but that won't happen. We don't naturally have the testosterone for that to really happen. Give it a shot, girls. Quick edit. Aside from the testosterone issue, it takes a lot of work to bulk up. A resistance training routine will keep you healthy and strong. But nobody's turning into the Hulk without a ton of discipline in the gym and in the kitchen. Metal music. Obviously it's not for everyone and I can respect that. But people completely refuse to listen to even the lightest of metal because they think every single band is just pure pig squealing and burping. Or they think every band is satanic. The only subgenre that's consistently and genuinely satanic is black metal. Everything else is either using demons as an analogy for pain or mental instability, or is looking at it in a purely satirical manner. And most subgenres use clean vocals to some degree. I've heard people refer to Metallica as screamo, which is not only incorrect as they don't scream at all, but screamo isn't even a metal term. It's a subgenre of emo that uses screamed vocals, and emo is a subgenre of punk, although most punks hate being affiliated with it. Hot sauce on baked potatoes and popcorn. What kind of hot sauce? I tried tapatio the other day and it wasn't what I hoped for. Valentino on potato chips, now that's what I'm talking about. Nudism. Everyone makes the same jokes about it. All old men. Everyone's fat. Boners everywhere. But it's actually a great thing to at least try once. I was convinced to try it by a friend and it was a lot of fun and relaxing. I'm really uncomfortable thinking about the god-awful sunburn that I'd inevitably end up with. As a dude who has had sunburned balls before, river tubing trip that got pretty crazy and long, I can attest that you are correct. Eating condensed milk more often in desserts or even with just bread. Americans have a weird thing against condensed milk. It one my of most favorite sweets. Condensed milk and coffee is great. Magic mushrooms. I love them. You don't always have to trip. Sometimes I'll just steep them with some chai tea and have the most spectacular body high. Other times I'll go to Wendy's and get a Frosty, grind them up and mix it in and trip balls. PB&J on toast. All of my friends think it's gross, but trust me, it's bomb as duck. Wait, what? Gross? I literally only ever eat it this way. Your friends are whack. Karaoke. I think the key to a good first karaoke experience is having a crowd that's into it. My wife took me to karaoke when we were just dating. I was shocked at how forgiving the crowd is. I think everyone appreciates you giving it a go even if you aren't really good at it. It's a lot of fun, even if you're sober. Anime. All my friends watch it and have been telling me to for 3 years. I only recently started watching Attack on Titan and it actually is pretty good. Chewing on a wet washcloth as a stress reliever. BDSM. I'm an established member of the scene, and the most fascinating thing I've ever witnessed was 1 or 2 people who thought they were totally vanilla become full-on kinksters overnight because one of their friends introduced them to it. It always makes me wonder how many people have that interest in kink within them which they aren't even aware of because they've never had any exposure to it. Eating ass, but only if it's freshly showered. Using your blinker while driving. Mezzomix. It's a German or Austrian, not sure, soda by Coca-Cola, which is Coke and orange soda mixed together. It sounds weird, but it's good. Putting Cool Ranch Doritos in the freezer so they're Cooler Ranch. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.